It was a sunny day in Nobita's neighborhood, but little did he know that today was going to be anything but ordinary. Doraemon, his trusty robotic cat from the future, had a surprise in store for him. As Nobita was busy playing with his friends, Doraemon slipped into his room and began rummaging through his vast collection of gadgets. Nobita, sensing something was amiss, walked into his room to find Doraemon holding a peculiar-looking device. "What's that?" Nobita asked, his curiosity piqued. "It's the Opposite Day Gadget," Doraemon replied with a mischievous grin. "Today, anything you do will have the opposite effect. Are you ready to see some amazing things happen?" Nobita's eyes widened with excitement as he eagerly agreed to try out the gadget. Doraemon handed him the device, and with a simple press of a button, the Opposite Day Gadget sprang to life. The first thing Nobita did was to try to clean up the messy room. But to his surprise, the more he tried to clean, the messier it got. Papers flew around the room and toys began to multiply, covering every inch of the floor. Next, Nobita decided to help his mom with the laundry. But with the Opposite Day Gadget, the dirty clothes became cleaner and the clean ones got dirtier. His mom was baffled as she stared at the clothes, wondering what was happening. As the day went on, Nobita and Doraemon experimented with the gadget, causing all sorts of hilarious and chaotic situations. Nobita tried to cook a simple meal, but the more he cooked, the more burnt and inedible it became. He tried to help his friends with their homework, but the more he tried to help, the more confusing and complicated it became. But as the day wore on, Nobita began to realize that the Opposite Day Gadget wasn't just causing chaos, it was also teaching him a valuable lesson. He learned that sometimes the things we try to do can have unintended consequences and that it's essential to think before we act. As the sun began to set, Nobita and Doraemon decided to shut off the Opposite Day Gadget. As the device deactivated, the world around them returned to normal. The room was tidy, the laundry was clean, and the food was edible. Nobita looked at Doraemon with a newfound appreciation for the lessons he had learned. "Thanks, Doraemon," he said with a smile. "I never knew that Opposite Day could be so much fun and so educational." Doraemon smiled back, knowing that he had taught Nobita a valuable lesson that would stay with him for a long time. And as they walked out of the room, Nobita couldn't help but wonder what other adventures lay ahead with the Opposite Day Gadget or without it.